either within the field of photography or outside of the field of photography. I'm always trying to improve myself. I'm always trying to learn more. My big thing now is quantum physics. Spending a lot of time on YouTube, watching videos, understanding the general theory of relativity and special relativity and quantum mechanics and all of that stuff. I don't know why, I just find it interesting. I'm also interested in aeronautics, how they design airplanes and stuff like that. And so I'm trying to expand my knowledge base. I'm trying to expand my personal areas of interest, that kind of thing. And that can only help. It may not seem relevant today, but when I look back on my life, everything that I've done in the past has prepared me for this moment. Stuff that I didn't think that I didn't appreciate at the time, that I didn't think was going to be of any real value for me. In almost every case, it's all kind of came together and paid off in one way or another. So I like what he says here, sharpening the saw. I mean, that's really, staying sharp, staying on top of your game, learning new things, challenging yourself. That was a big thing for me when I started with photography. The way that I learned product photography was I taught myself. I'm totally self-taught in terms of being a photographer, and one of the main areas of my photography business is commercial product photography. So I photographed everything from cosmetics to computers to jewelry to children's toys to you name it, I photographed it. And the way I taught myself to do that was when I was just starting out, I would go to Kmart or Target and I would buy all these different products and I would bring them home and I would learn how to photograph them. And I always picked the most challenging products. So anybody who does product photography knows that one of the biggest challenges is managing reflections. So if you have an object that has a shiny surface, like that, you can see the glare there. You have to learn how to control that. And what it turns out is you're actually photographing what's reflected in the surface of the product rather than the product itself. So I would buy things like mirrors, I would buy things like anything covered with chrome or that had a very shiny reflective surface, and I would practice on those things. And nobody was paying me to do that. That was just my education. And I was driven to figure it out. I was driven to try different things and say, okay, what happens if I move the light over here, or if I change the camera angle over here, that kind of thing. And then the other thing I did was I studied other people's work. So I would study magazine ads, TV commercials, stuff like that, and pay attention in particular to the lighting. As my 14-year-old niece knows, I tell her this all the time, the Greek derivation of the word photography is to paint with light. So I had to learn how to manipulate light, how to use light. And so it was just this quest of sharpening my saw, staying on top of my game, making myself more marketable, and being inner directed to do that, being motivated from within to better myself. And it's paid off for me. My product photography business has been one of my biggest sources of revenue over the last 12 years. And it's great because I can do it from home, although sometimes I do it on location. And that all came from me just, saying I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to improve myself. I'm going to make myself more marketable. It wasn't necessarily my passion in life, but I knew it was a way I could make money with my cameras, which was my goal at the time. My initial goal was just find a way to make money with my cameras.